Welcome to my price prediction for Gala in 2023. Can Gala go from its current price back to its old all-time high over 5,000% away? Well, find out in this video as I'll give you my complete price prediction and expectation for Gala in 2023 and this upcoming bull market for the entire cryptocurrency sector. Before I jump into the video, make sure to check out my trading masterclass where I teach you how to trade and become a consistently profitable trader. The first thing that I like to do when doing any price prediction is actually scrolling out of the chart. You can see I'm currently on the weekly time frame. Unfortunately, this was the beginning of Gala. It actually began just a few months before this. This was actually beginning in September. It actually began somewhere in around May or March of 2021 Gala. But unfortunately, crypto.com, this is the current price and the longest price I can currently get using TradingView. So we can scroll out, we can see we had this massive bull run to the upside. We topped out at around this 87 cent, let's call it 90 cent region. And we're currently at this 2 cent region. Down here, we bottomed out at this 1.5 cent region. So overall, we had a really strong push to the upside. And now we had a really bearish push to the downside. Overall, currently still in that bearish market, unfortunately. The next thing that I like to do is now focus on this 20 exponential moving average on the chart, which is actually this orange line you can see here. We have two lines on the chart, which is known as the 20 exponential moving average, which is this orange line, and the 13 exponential moving average, which is this purple line. The purple line is the short-term moving average, and the orange line is the medium-term moving average at this current price. So what they actually indicate, and the main one that I do focus on this long-term chart, is this 20 exponential moving average, bring this orange line right here. And what it actually symbolizes is which direction is the overall long-term market trending. I always like to specifically flick to the weekly time frame and see which way is the EMA sloping. Is the EMA sloping to the upside, or is the EMA sloping to the downside? If it's sloping to the upside, like in this region here, that would mean that I'm only looking for longs to the upside. I would actually be banned from going short in this market because I only want to be trading in the direction of the trend. Very similar in this market here, we're clearly sloping to the downside. So I'm banned from buying in this market because I only want to trade in the direction of the trend, which is to the downside in this current price point. So you can see all through this area here. So you can see all through this current area, we're still in that downwards trending exponential moving average. And when we scroll into the current price to actually look at basically the last year of price action, we're still solidly in this downtrending market. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not extremely bullish for Gala. The one thing that it does mean for Gala currently, for me, my personal trading strategy, means that I cannot buy Gala right now. Reason being, still in this downtrending market, what I would need to see is price come up to this region, actually break above these highs. What that would allow for is this over exponential moving average to begin ticking to the upside, like in this direction here. Then what would happen, price would actually come up and then begin using it as support to the upside. Very similar here, where we were actually using this as resistance to the downside, all in these regions here, because we had that downsloping exponential moving average. What I would want is that upslope in the exponential moving average, and that would tell me the overall market is now trending to the upside, so I can begin to long in the market. Still right here, the overall trend is still to the downside. It would mean that if I'm buying at this current price point, the probability of continued moves to the upside is definitely much, much lower. What I'm looking for is high probability plays. I don't mind me giving up a bit of percentage for that. As I said, I want to see some of these prices actually retested. If we look at the current price point back to this price, that is around 150% loss that I would actually be giving up because I'm not trading to the upside because of the overall trend, but I'm willing to lose this 150% in the long run because I'm going to gain around 2,000 to 2,500% on my potential trade when we trade back at the old all-time high, because all I've basically traded off is I've traded probability away for basically profit. And I would rather have a high probability strategy than a low probability strategy that can make massive amounts of money. I want to be a consistent long-term profitable trader, like I teach in my trading course in the description. Although Gala currently isn't in that bull market that we want to look for with that uptrending exponential moving average, we still can look for some potential price points when Gala eventually does begin to start to bottom out and have that positively trending exponential moving average. One of the biggest things that actually points out to me right here is you actually have a form of a symmetrical triangle pattern in this area here. And as you know, I talk a lot about actually retesting the apex of the symmetrical triangle, which the apex of the symmetrical triangle is right here where the two converging lines of the actual triangle meet. So we've got the apex area right here, which would definitely actually be one of the first areas that I'm looking for. Reason being is I don't see any support to resistance flips in these areas. There's no strong support where we have this line, we then get that resistance retest push to the downside. We've got nothing like that of the sort, but we do have a symmetrical triangle. So if we actually currently scroll into our current price point, we look around this 2 cent area, drag it up, you can see that that's around 1,000% to the upside, close to 1,000% retesting the apex of this symmetrical triangle. That would definitely be one of the first areas that I'd be looking to get out at least a portion of my position. As I said, I wouldn't be buying in this position right now, but if I was to buy when we're actually to push up to this price here, let's say I look to get out 10 to 20% of my overall position. That would mean that I'm basically free riding my entire position, because once I'm already up 500 or 600%, I take 20% off the table. I'm basically taking all of my initial investment off the table and I'm only riding the profit to the upside. The last and next thing that we can do, although we don't have the exact bottom in the price, when we do go and look over at the exact bottom in the price, it is very similar to this. So we can use this current price that we do have. We come over and use the trend-based Fibonacci extension. What the trend-based Fibonacci extension does is you start from the bottom, you go to the top, and then you go to this current bottom that's actually had right here. It's actually using mathematics to actually project some prices. So we've got a 1-to-1 measured move back at the old all-time high. It's basically meaning from this bottom to this top, then from this bottom to this top is a 1-to-1 measured move, which makes a lot of sense overall. Then we've got the 1-618, the 2-618, then the 3-618, and the 4-2-3 level in the market. So you can see those are very high projections overall. But the thing is as you can see on Gala, we've got nothing to go off of. You look to the left and you see that the current price, that there's nothing up in this black area up here. So it's very hard to actually look to the left and potentially make a price prediction saying, oh yeah, based on the last price looking to the left, then we can make that prediction. You cannot with this potential price. So one of the things that I am looking for is that if we are going to make a new all-time high for Gala, this 1-618 level known as the golden zone would definitely be a massive profit potential target to actually get out of. You can see that's basically 10,000% to the upside. I do believe that there is some potential for Gala to make this price movement to the upside, but overall, we would need to see the EMA begin to trend to the upside, and we would need to know that there is a lot of potential. Currently looking at the inflation of the coin, is there a lot of inflation? What's actually happening? Is there a lot of dilution? What's the actual supply? What was the supply in June of 2022 compared to June of 2023? Actually looking and actually understanding how the price and the economics of the actual token work. But that would definitely be one of my really solid targets for Gala in 2023. Make sure to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, make sure to tap that notification bell to keep up to date with all of my latest YouTube videos. Check out my trading masterclass in the YouTube video description as I teach you everything you need to know about trading. And if you'd like to continue watching my YouTube videos, click the video that's on your screen right now.